Peace, family. So I felt compelled this morning to shoot this little short video about why Islam. Why Islam? Now, we know within certain sectors of the community, people have seems like a bias, almost a hatred against this way of life we call Islam. And I mean, in some ways, I can understand why people feel that way, but I'm really not going to entertain that today. I'm just going to talk about some of the reasons why Islam, from my perspective, my point of view. With so much stuff going on in the world, number one, this way of life gives you parameters to live by. One of the common misconceptions about Islam is that Islam destroys culture. Nothing could be further from the truth. Islam reinforces the good parts of a culture, but just instructs you to eliminate the negative aspects or behaviors that are associated with certain cultures. Now, and some people might be offended because some of those traditions might be things that your ancestors did. So if it's something your ancestors did, or something that's been going on within your community for a long time, and then Islam, you accept the teachings of Islam, or it come amongst the people and it tries to get you to eliminate those aspects of different things that has been going on in your culture, then people find difficulty with that. But the point I'm making is this. It's a guidebook. It's an instruction manual to help regulate your affairs. You know what I mean? Now, you could take the advice or not take the advice. You know what I'm saying? But it's a benefit to you. Especially, me being a man of African descent, African American, black man, whatever title you want to use. A lot of things have been stripped from us as far as legacy, heritage, and you got people trying to find identity. And we got a new identity, you know what I mean? And this way of life, this Islam, does not destroy that. Like I said, it just supports it. Another reason, a lot of people within the nationalist community, the nationalist branch, feel like Islam encroach upon their culture. I touched on that already. And you got that, you can go talk to like Russian Muslims. You could talk to Muslims from Singapore or wherever in the world. You always got an element that's staunch on holding on to tradition and history. And that's cool. Like I said before, you could do that, you know what I mean? But it's just about drawing out the parameters. Islam also, I feel like, in my opinion, is the last best hope to bring upon unity among a certain portion of the population. Everybody is never going to accept Islam. That's not what I'm promoting. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is that is elements within the faith that unite people from different backgrounds and different cultures. Now, are there people that have accepted Islam that's still people? Of course. People going to accept Islam and still be crazy and do all types of stuff, but that's not a reflection on this way of life. That's a reflection of the people. That's a reflection of what they doing, what they saying. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you could go to any country in the world, you find a mosque, and you can find some similarities in different things that you can build upon. I have met Muslims from different parts of the world, particularly I like some of the people I've met from Indonesia, some of the Muslims I've met from Indonesia, some of the Muslims I've met from the continent of Africa, different ones, you know what I'm saying? And I met some people I didn't like from different parts of the world. But the point is, I met these complete strangers and we had stuff in common. We had stuff to build upon and establish different relationships. Even, had the opportunity to involve myself in some trade. You know what I mean? Some international trade. But long story short, like I said, that's another benefit to it. It also is a psychological book and it deals upon it get across stories and some aspects of history to get messages across, you know, different themes in there that you can relate to. Like I said, once again, ultimately to regulate behavior, regulate your life. You know, for people who have never maybe thought about being Muslim, or even you know, you see stuff on TV and you think, oh, it's terrorists and all this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Definitely don't believe the hype, you know what I mean? Get yourself a Quran, read it for yourself, you know, and, you know, see how it can help out your life, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about following. You don't accept Islam and then start acting like another people. That's not the purpose of it. That's not Islam. To be you know, to be frank with you, you know what I mean? When you go across the world, you know, it's supposed to be modest dress, but it's no uniform modest dress. Everybody don't gotta dress the same. Everybody don't gotta look the same. But the theme is the same. You know what I mean? It's the commonality of submission and peace that is you know, elements of this way of life. But you know, like I said, I ain't gonna go too long-winded, but that's why I think, you know, you should at least give Islam a try. You know what I mean? Not the Islam that's based on people's cultural practices. You read the word and you implement it in your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's real Islam, because once you start to purify yourself, your Creator gonna show you the way forward. The things that's not good for you, you gonna know. It'll be natural. You know. So peace.